Right, welcome to Winter Wonderland. We're recording on a phone, aren't we, Cod?
Yeah.
Because, you know, we don't want to be confiscated or shouted at. And Kurt's here as well.
Yeah.
Both of them. They're in the same shot. Hang on. I've got to zoom out a bit on the phone. There we go. We're on the same shot. So we're going to walk around today and show you around Winter Wonderland. If I feel like holding my phone on a ride, we will. The only reason really I've come today, I didn't want to come today. I didn't want to come to Winter Wonderland this year, did I? I've been saying that all along. But it's for the Pegasus ride. That's it. That's the only reason. However, we will show you. I do love the atmosphere here. The atmosphere is fantastic. And whilst it does seem a considerably smaller event than what it has done the past few years, quite a few noticeable rider missions, I'm really looking forward to it. And I do like to look around the Christmas market. It is nice to see some of the bits, and you know, they're really boring at work. They won't let me put Christmas music on yet, so I can listen to Christmas music all day. Huh? I don't know where we are though. Right, returning this year, as you can see over there, is Time Machine. We'll have a look around. We're going to show you around. Enjoy our day at Winter Wonderland. The XXL is back for this year. This thing was a beast. We did this last year, didn't we, Cod? Oh my God. It's quite an experience. Right, you haven't done that before, have you, Kurt? It was brilliant, wasn't it? It really was brilliant. Are you considering it today? Kurt's considering it. Now, in a strange turn of coincidence, this is what we came for. The Energizer. Now then, usually Atmosphere is here, but oddly, Atmosphere's in Southampton, Cody.
Yep.
Atmosphere's in Southampton, so instead we get this. This is the only one I think that's graced us so far. It's certainly the first time at this event. It's the first time I've seen one. It is made by the same people that did Atmosphere, coincidentally, Technical Park. And it's quite an interesting looking machine, but I have to say, walking around the corner didn't look that quick, so I think we're going to watch it, see what it does. Yeah, I don't know. I expected it to be grander, Kurt.
Grander, what do you mean?
I just expected it to be bigger and a bit more like, yay! Yeah, it just doesn't look it. I don't know. We're going to give it a ride anyway, because I've never been on one before. Up by the magical Ice Kingdom, this is where Santaland is. So this year you can get a Santaland pass to allow you, I think, unlimited rides into Santaland. It's not cheap. The very popular slide over there is book in advance, as to is Ice Kingdom. The rotating bar as you walk into the circus area. Circus area doesn't really have any sort of highlight rides, to be honest. We've got the Freak Out there, we've got some Dumbos, the Fun House, and of course, I think it's Zippo Circus, is it? Zippo Circus? Yeah, we've got the circus over there as well. So, while we're here actually, and it's quiet around here, we'll have a look at the map. Round the corner is Ice Mountain actually, which is located just around there. We'll be going in that soon. There, sorry, here is the Snowjet, which Cody is going on now. From here you have Santaland, you have obviously the magical Ice Kingdom where we are. Then we have the Munich Looping, we've got the new Pegasus ride, which is just here where Atmosphere was, Haunted Mansion. Now we didn't actually think that the massive fun house was here, but it is here. The police one is here, so we may go back in that this year, because Kurt didn't get to go in it, and it was real fun. Real fun. Traditional fun fair, which has got Helter Skelter, the swings, dodgems and everything, as well as the Time Machine, which we saw on the way in. So there is quite a lot here. It doesn't feel like there's as much here as what there normally is, but there is quite a lot here. But here is Snowjet. I think there's only one here this year as well, so it makes it slightly less confusing. Here we are down at Snowjet. Cody is on board the Snowjet. It's been doing this, Kurt, for about 2 minutes now. We're kind of hoping this isn't full speed, to be honest, because it's not very quick. I'm sure it's not. And it really does, it is frustrating. I find it frustrating, however annoying it must be for them, that they're not playing Christmas music. I actually find it really frustrating. It's a Christmas event There's enough Christmas songs to choose from that you don't get that insanely bored that you have to put Avril Lavigne on. Right, finally, I think Complicated's nearly finished, Kurt. I do hear this thing is quite quick when it gets going. There we go. Jesus. There we go. We waited a long time for this. I don't know where Cody is. Anyone that spots him, let me know. He's on here somewhere.
There he is.
There, oh, there he is. I think he's in an orange car. It can't go any quicker, can it? It does look quite quick. Right. Right, so we were enjoying a bit of Complicated by Avril Lavigne for way too long there.
Yeah, it spent like 2 minutes just going at basic speed, and then
It looked pretty quick.
it then clicked in.
Quick?
Yeah.
How quick?
ridiculously. Like, that's quicker than last year. And I went on it last year.
Did you go on it last year?
Yes, we went on it last year. I think.
I wasn't there.
All the
We went on the one in Blackpool earlier on the year, didn't we?
yeah.
That was quite quick. It was quicker than that.
Yeah, it's quicker than that. That was really good.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah.
Yay! I'd go on it if I didn't fall asleep before it kicked in. Right, I think Ice Mountain is open now, which is where we were going to go. It's been closed, but we're going to head now to Ice Mountain. So as we come through the circus land here, you can see, obviously, the circus. And just get a little bit of a closer look as we walk around. There it is, look. So you've got the Dumbos. So we don't have the caterpillar here this year. Sadly, the magic carpet isn't here this year, and that wasn't here last year either. There's the freak out. There's the magic circus, and there's Ice Mountain. So Ice Mountain is the next stop. Here is the ever popular Ice Mountain. So usually it lived at Fantasy Island. It is a UK-based ride. However, it wasn't there last season. I'm sure it was there the season before, but it is always a winner here at Winter Wonderland. When Cody and I come last year, it had a 45-minute queue at sort of 11 o'clock, which was insane. However, this year, it's open a little bit late, so it's kind of already 11:30, and it's only just opened. So therefore, the queue isn't that long. But let me tell you, there are a lot of people flocking in. 7 tokens for Ice Mountain. It's certainly a popular one. It's a great little spinning coaster. Standard Revachon, but the fact they do sort of something with it inside is just incredible. Always a fan favourite. I do love this ride. You know, it's amazing what you can do with a bit of theming sometimes on just, you know, a really basic attraction. Absolutely love it.
Thank you for riding with us today.
Always a popular one, the Yeti themed bouncer. goes in there, Kurt, he will break every bone in his body.
He never has done it once before.
But he has done everything else. So it's best he doesn't go in. Right, Cody is testing out the brand new ski stop. As you can see there, even he's realised that going in the tunnel, sleigh stop, ski stop, sleigh stop. Thanks, Kurt. I am paying attention, honestly.
Santa does not ski round.
Well, maybe he should, to be honest with you. Maybe he should. Now, the police one is here, but I didn't realise the police one's here, so I booked this for Cody to give him a little bit of, you know, where he's been injured. I thought this would be really good for him to go round. I'm glad he stayed out of the tunnel, because I could do without any more broken bones, to be honest with you. But yeah, it looks quite good. We're currently in this area here at the entrance, which I think is the Fairground. So you can see some of the classic rides here with the carousel and the Helter Skelter. There's a waltzer over there. And of course, in the distance, you will see Hangover. 278 feet of Hangover. Absolute beast of a machine. Beast. Honestly, what's he like? So you've just seen the Hangover go, the mammoth Hangover down here in the Fairground area. It does look really, really cool, to be honest with you. But we are now going to walk over to where a lot of the thrill rides are, and another ride change for this year, which of course is the Wild Mouse. Now, we've had the Moose XXL for years, actually. I can't remember the last time it wasn't here. But this year we don't. We just have a Wild Mouse coaster. So the XXL one is a much bigger model than this. This is effectively a rattlesnake. Now, I'd be lying if I said I'm not disappointed. The XXL is stunning, an absolute stunning attraction, but I didn't want to bring it over this year. I believe it's the same owner this once decided to bring this one instead. But again, insane to think that this travels. It's insane to think the other one travels. Even more insane to think that this one travels. And it is a great looking attraction, but not the specialness that I kind of want from a Winter Wonderland. You can see Time Machine, the Reverchon, the newer model Reverchon one with the overbank turn. But yeah, not one we're going to be doing today. Really just don't see the point. And this actually probably mirrors more Marble Madness, because it's a reverse model of the rattlesnake, where Marble Madness does actually take this route. We'll get a side view of it now. And there it is, the Wild Mouse. I mean, it is in fantastic model. It's fantastic condition, isn't it, Kurt? It really is. You know, you compare it again against Rattlesnake, it does look incredible. And it'll be riding as well really good in the rain, because these all do. Excuse me, but yeah, love it. But it's just a shame, because the XXL one is a really lovely model. Had a little play area as well before it, didn't it? The XXL one had a little sort of obstacle course before it, which sadly this one doesn't have. You can see the barriers for when it gets busy. Quite a lot of cars though, fairness, like quite a lot of cars hanging around. The massive gladiator that is Blizzard during the Winter Wonderland period. Cody and I went on this last year. I was a bit disappointed with it last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's still very good though. I mean,
It was a good ride.
yeah.
It wasn't as good as the XXL though.
No.
But it was a good ride. But that's returned for this year. The XXL's returned for this year. And as we said, the police department's here, which I didn't think it was. But there it is. That was, I mean, that was another level. But how would you compare it? Just been on the sleigh stop.
Well, compare it. So, police department's a 10. I'd say that's an 8. It's still very good. And it's got some things, but this doesn't. There's more of it. It feels like there's more of the same thing in the other one.
In the other one,
Whereas
more of
this
the same
one
thing.
feels more
This
like
had some
the
really
other.
weird stuff in it,
Yeah.
didn't it? I mean, this was mental, absolutely mental. I think it is the world's biggest fun house. I'm quite sure it is. We'll see. We'll see. We've got some other rides to do, haven't we?
Yeah.
Got some other rides to do. Right, we are now going to head round to Munich Looping, I think. I think it's looping time. As we step round here, the Haunted Mansion sits in its usual location here. That's a nice little ride. It wasn't as good as what I thought it was going to be, to be honest, when I originally went on it. I've been back on it since. It's all right. It's all right. Over here as well, we have Aeronaut. That's returned for this year. No Discovery though. And of course we can see the new Energizer looping model there, but this is what we're here for now. It's hard not to come for this. This is £10 a person this year, so prices have gone up. However, you don't get to see this every day. So Munich Looping is our next stop. Boys are on the front. Well, I say on the front, they're in front. Ooh. Munich Looping. Definitely some scared people behind me. To this thing, it's absolutely insane, really. Oh, absolutely love it. What do you think?
That's very good.
Yeah, it's silky smooth, isn't it?
Other than the fact, the first two when it pushes on your shoulders.
The restraints come down a lot more than what they did last year when we went on it.
Yeah, very good.
You haven't been on it in years, have you, Kurt?
No.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's good.
Incredibly smooth.
It's surprising.
Incredibly smooth coaster. Absolutely loved it. We kind of took you on board there as well. Why not? You two are in front of me. There's a lot of screaming coming from around the train. But yeah, it's just amazing just how quick it is. Really is. So you can see Airborne as well in the background, the KMG, the first 200-foot KMG speed that we got to see in this country. But obviously now we do have the one down at Barry Island as well. That's 4 rides done.
Yep.
Oh, 4 rides done at a cost of, yeah, don't ask. But this is worth it. I think this is still a great ride. Let's watch it do its thing. I think it's unappreciated, the angle of that black loop. We're doing it. It's happening. It's happening, Kurt. That's not weird, is it? Yeah, I mean, the restraints hold quite a lot of water, to be fair. What do you think?
It surprised me a lot.
It surprised you a lot.
It doesn't look like it's going to do what it does. I don't know how to say it.
So it's manual operated. We can see him manual operating it.
Good cycle, isn't it?
I'd like to think he probably hasn't quite got the hang of it yet. It's a great cycle, and it's got some really good moments. Really, it just reminds me of a top scam.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Not as powerful. It does seem to be more controlled, shall we say, than what a top scan is. The top scan feels quite wild and loose and out of control, where this one doesn't feel out of control or loose or wild.
You feel like you're proper stuck in.
It's quite relaxing, whilst at the same time quite good fun. I actually enjoyed that. I just said to the boys I wasn't sure if I wanted to go on it because I thought it looked garbage. It's not garbage.
It's not. No.
Is it? It's not garbage.
No, it was good.
I expected more forces. That's the only thing I'll say. But actually, good fun. So one of the big things here is the food and drink, and it's literally all we can smell. It's literally all we can smell, and it smells incredible. However, you do need to take a small mortgage out to eat and drink here. So jacket potato is $6.50, a hot pork roll, which I would love. They're not massive rolls though, I can see them there, Cody.
Yeah.
That's £12. Large chips are $5.50. It's not a cheap place to come. Now I know what you'll say, you know, it's centre of London, etc, etc, etc. However, that doesn't make it any better in my view. So down here we have the another fun house. We have the penguin bumper cars, lovely little skin they put on these, and of course the Eurocoaster down the bottom. Now Kurt was going to get a hot chocolate, wasn't he?
He was.
Until he looked at the price. So you have got a budget accordingly when you come to a place like this. You can't just, well, we can't just rock up in honesty and you know, spend loads and loads of money. We didn't put, I've spent £140 today, and we've done 5 rides. 5 rides, but I think we've pretty much done everything we want to do. So yeah, this is the Santa village. So you can of course meet Santa. Santa meet and greets are there between 12:30. I know he's having a rest story between 12:30 and 1. He has another rest between 3:30 and 4, and he's in there from 10 till 6. So they kind of expect it to be a little bit more of an adult evening, rather than the kids, which is why it stops early. And of course here's the Eurocoaster, which used to be completely branded Christmas coaster. However, I seem to have forgotten about that. Little racing coaster, and this is Santaland. So you can get a ticket, especially to ride the rides in Santaland. Come and see Santa as well. I mean, I will say the shops are incredibly well themed. They really, really are. I find this really uncomfortable, this coaster. You said you quite liked it.
I can't remember it.
Yeah, I'm not too keen. So that debuted last year here. That is the Starflyer with the dragon entrance. It's moved into moved much further down this year. It was where the Energizer sits this year. But nice little Starflyer, and yeah, the Eurocoaster, which they don't rename now to the Christmas coaster. It's just called the Eurocoaster. Here's the Energizer in full flow. I mean, it even looks a bit weird. It doesn't look that entertaining off-ride.
But it was.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to go on it because I thought it was going to be rubbish. So actually, arguably,
It was a surprise.
it was a surprise, yeah. Yeah. Will we sit again? I don't know. I don't know if it's staying or not. I don't think it is. But it is good to see unique rides here. What is a filthy chicken burger?
I don't know, but it sounds good.
Home of Big Mac fries. What are they? Slices of beef?
No. I reckon it's just going to be fries with all the Big Mac toppings. I think it's a good guess.
Filthy Feathers Chicken Shop. Well, I'll tell you, you do get a bit of everything here in terms of food and shopping, and you can buy bags and all sorts. It is massive, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
You just got to, yeah. I don't know. Here's the time machine. You can see Blizzard in the background, or Gladiator in the background. Time machine was new last year, so the year before we had Hyde the coaster, which had the powered launch, or slightly faster chain lift. I think Cody saw that. Did you see that? I can't remember. And then this year, this one came in. It's one of the new style Revachon ones. have to say, Cody, I think I prefer Ice Mountain.
Why with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The older style Revachon, I think actually, it's a little bit better. I quite like the idea of an overbank to keep it a bit more, you know, because the car spins by that point, which it doesn't on the older models, but the drops just, it takes away from the drop a bit. Right, we're walking through here with the food and things because this just feels more festive than some of the other areas. And indeed, you can buy bags of all kind of random things on, look, including the Queen sticking her finger up. T-Rex, you get it? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late. Didn't come.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me, basically. That's me. Right. So if you are coming to Winter Wonderland, you do need to pre-book a lot of the activities. Things like the ice sculpture, the circus, and of course the ice rink is so popular. It's absolutely unreal. And you can see everyone's on it now. So if you're coming, book this in advance. Do not expect to rock up on the day and be able to come ice skating. It's very, very, very unlikely to happen. We've got bags that you can get, some sweaters, and we've got some hats and things as well, and it shows you about the project look to get Winter Wonderland open. There's a nice little video. A nice game. Switch to the GoPro cod.
Yeah.
Right, Winter Wonderland at Hyde Park. Nice new entrance this year, actually.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It's going to get busy now as the late afternoon kicks in. It's going to get busy. Right, I've switched to the GoPro now. So yes, there's a lot of people moaning and whining and things about the cameras and what have you. The simple fact is, it's in the terms and conditions. You can't bring any professional cameras. I don't think a GoPro is a professional camera, but they deem it is. At the end of the day, it's their rules. I'm not writing in advance. I'm not wasting my time anymore, to be honest with you. So no, there's no POV of the Energizer. You know, we did take you on board the Ice Mountain, and we took you on board the Olympic Looping as well. And you know, we've shown the rides, we've been on the rides, and we've done various bits and pieces. But if you're seen with a GoPro inside and you don't have written permission, they're within their right to confiscate it, take it off you, and kick you out. So that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Do I agree with it? I think it's blimmin' stupid, but you can walk around and record on your phone. Arguably, I could have taken my phone onto the rides, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not that stupid. She wasn't getting out of the way of you, Kurt.
No, she was not.
She wasn't moving.
20 foot wide.
Fast massive, but they made a beeline for Kurt. So yeah, that is it, Winter Wonderland. I don't think it's a very good ride lineup this year. There's quite a lot of missed rides, quite a lot of gaps, I would argue. It's good to see a couple of favourites return, like the Munich Looping. It's always good to see something like that. Hangover as well. And it's good to see the Energizer ride. It was surprisingly good compared to what I thought it looked like. However, there's no top scan. There's no top scan. So yeah, I don't know. It's more expensive this year, so again, you still have to pay to get in. That's been from since COVID, and that still remains, and it gets more and more expensive as it gets busier and busier, and you go into peak times in the afternoons and evenings. If you book online, every £25 you spend gives you a free entry, but that is per person. So you've got to spend quite a lot of money, to £75 plus, to get 3 people in for free, which is quite a lot. You can't book all the rides online. We couldn't book the Energizer online, for instance. Police department, I did book online last year, couldn't book online this year. Didn't think it was here, it's not on the maps, it's not listed. It'd be really nice if they just said, this is what's here for everyone. There is another new ride there as well. It's like a New York Matterhorn? Toboggan style ride. It's not open, it's closed today, which is why we haven't shown you it. It's not operating. So yeah, Winter Wonderland. I think it's really expensive. The prices have gone up. Everything you had last year, add £1 to it this year, and that's where we are. But if you're visiting London, you like the atmosphere, it might be worth a £5 to go in. You can go around, soak it up. The smells are incredible. The smells are incredible, and there is a lot to do. We spent about 3 hours here, done a few rides, taken in a few stalls. I'm not wasting money here on food, I'm afraid. I appreciate we're in the centre of London, a lot of people do, but that's not for us. But from UK Theme Parks, I hope you've enjoyed it. A look around Winter Wonderland. It's going to be very, very busy for Christmas. Prepare to wait.